I grew up in Switzerland before I moved to New York about 5 years ago. I studied in Switzerland. I went to the conservatory in Switzerland, and then decided to move to New York to develop my playing and my understanding of the music even more. And I've been in New York for about 5 years, teaching and playing and developing projects, and a lot of things have happened in the past 5 years. So the musicians in this band are all gravitating around the New York scene and playing on the New York scene, and I got the chance to see them all play in different contexts. Eric, I saw him play for the first time in Switzerland with Andrew Hill, and that was a very memorable concert in about maybe 2003 or 2004, and I knew that I wanted to do something with him at some point, so that came about that way. Ohad I've known for a few years, and I live upstairs from his place. So we play together and we talk about music, and so he's taught me a lot of stuff. And so we started collaborating, and I've always really liked his playing, so it's an inspiration for me. And Dave, we met on the New York scene, and little by little we started playing together, and it was always really, really, really fun, actually. And then these three guys together, it's what they do to the music is really incredible. It really takes it to other heights, and there's a lot of openness in what they can do, and they're so versatile that it's really great. The tunes that we played tonight are most of them are originals that I composed over the last few years. I composed a few of them for a record Samadhi that came out in 2013, July 2013, for Fresh Sound New Talent. Those are all tunes that I wrote for this group. So they all have this group in mind. So they have different influences. I'm really very influenced by classical music and classical harmony, and other songs are more in the jazz vein. So they're very, and then rock, and then experimental. So it's very, very open. And the last couple of years I've been listening to Lenny Tristano a lot. So a lot of that influence is in it. We play a couple of Lenny Tristano songs like background music or Lenny Bird, and I composed a tune that I called Ants Riot, which is an anagram of Lenny Tristano. So that's one part, and then the other part is whatever comes to my mind. I compose and with one idea, and then it kind of becomes something, and these musicians make it become something even more different, and every night is very, very different, and it's always good. we just finished the first concert of 2 concerts tonight, so we're playing tomorrow night as well. And it's really fun to play in front of an audience where I don't know a lot of people, although there's one person that I had seen 3 years ago in New York who was here, and my parents came from Switzerland, so that was a big surprise, and that kind of added to the excitement of being in a new city, in a new country, and just discovering new people and new cities. And I think it gave a lot of meaning to the music, and the interaction is always pretty incredible with those guys. So we had a lot of fun, and I think the audience responded a lot. So we can't wait to come back tomorrow night. Upcoming projects are, I'd like to record another record with these musicians, so with the Sebastien Ammann Quartet, and another project is to do a recording with another group that I direct or lead in New York called Color Wheel, that features Michael Attias on alto saxophone, Nathan Elman Bell on drums, and Noah Garabidian on bass. And we've been playing for probably about 2 years. And we did a little recording here and there, but never something very substantial. So my next project is to record that group. And then continue working with the Sebastien Ammann Quartet and developing that, because this is the first tour, and so we're getting a taste of it, and we want to continue that. So I'm going to be working on new projects for that as well. Eric McPherson, Dave Ambrosio, Ohad Talmor, Sebastien Ammann, thank you very much. Thank you. We'll be here tomorrow night at the same times. You bet. So tell your friends.